Good evening, Overwatch and esports fans. This is Bang on My Drums, joined in the casting booth this evening by Fox McCumulus for this week's final installment of the FIMU Alpha Overwatch League. This is Season 8. We are in Week 6, and we're going to be starting out tonight's map on Busan. I believe in you, and that's really what's important here. All right, and we got just getting our lineups finalized right now, and then it's going to be a fun evening. We've got a couple of interesting little subs going on in here, and we'll be having all kinds of fun tonight with the lineups. For example, W+M1 features my team's captain, the Sailor Poon captain, Shaka Khan, subbing in on tank. And we've got Nishard99 jumping into Heckin Purple to help them out tonight. So, like I said, Busan's going to be the first map. W+M1 looking for their first win of the season. Meanwhile, Heckin Purple looking to move up in the standings. They're currently in 5th place out of 7 teams. And we've got the R from W+M1 just waiting for Heckin Purple to give us the ready signal. And we are going to go ahead and rock and roll. So looking at the overall standings, I'm sorry, I said Season 8. This is Season 9. I misspoke. We're going to fix that. Give or take a season. Yee. But how can he say he hasn't heard you yet if he just responded to that question? Oh. I was going to say, it sounds like he's just trolling you right now. Well, I don't know if he can hear our side of the conversation. So, or your side of the conversation. And, yeah, we're just kind of... Oh, Linda says he can only hear me. So, alright. Pro stream indeed, Linda. The most professional of streams, as you know. I'd suppose because Papa Jeff just wants everything to be ruined. You know, the usual. I keep forgetting that this is basically a one-sided conversation I'm having right now, as far as the viewers are aware. It is unfortunate. Meanwhile, just waiting for the final ready signal from both captains. Sounded like Nishard99 needed a quick bio break before we got started. But he should hopefully be done with that by now. And we've got the ready. Here we go, bitches. Map number 1.
Now traveling to Busan.
And here we are. We're going to start downtown. And I fully expect somebody to play ball here.
I'm on push to talk. That's why they can't hear me. Hi, everybody.
Why are you on push to talk? That's weird.
I probably did that when I was running cams or whatever, like some other time. But yeah, here we are. Hello. We're going to swap to
It's awesome.
This one.
I'm very curious to see what kind of tank lineups we get. I could honestly see a dive out of Heckin Purple. I mean, Fire Chicken is an extremely skilled D.Va player. Guy Fieri's got a solid Winston. But no, we're not going to see that. It looks like. Oh, no, we might. There are changes being made in the spawns as we speak. We see W+M1's going to go the Ryan Zarya route with Sandon Rando on Tracer. Ooh, that's some scary stuff.
Yeah, which I'm excited to see. And honestly, it doesn't surprise me at all to see Fire Chicken on the D.Va, especially with how D.Va has been playing in the current balance thing. Like a lot of people are playing it. And
she's come back, and I actually kind of called it. We've got a Winston D.Va. We've got a dive out of Guy Fieri, and Brontosaur's got the Doomfist. He's got Juice on his classic McCree, which is going to be that was a big early purple there from Shaka Khan, and Heckin Purple had to back off there, and that gives Heckin Purple kind of a bad position here as WM1 is already on point, doing exactly what their name suggests. In comes Brontosaur. He gets slept early, though, by Shaka Khan. He gets taken down by Lindamood. Stand-in Rando gets picked off by Juice. The teams are even, but WM1 does seem to have the overall point advantage here. Oh, and Shaka Khan charging himself all the way off of the point. That is no good. Legend 27, Azaria trying to hang on there. Juice getting another pick on Shaka Khan now. So it looks like that is going to probably be the end of this fight. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Toaster Oven on tank, and he charged off. But oh, and he goes down now. Juice getting another pick on Stand-in Rando. The fight just hasn't quite ended yet. Yep, here we go. Novus will just commit the honorable Sudoku, and the first capture goes to Heckin Purple. Cool. And we see Lindamood's got his nice little position here up top. I'm wondering how long that's going to last him, as Guy Fieri and Fire Chicken just doing an excellent job there of really taking away space as they dive in. Now
to be honest, I didn't watch much of that fight because I was trying to figure out why I had more than 60 frames, but I figured it out.
Meanwhile, Toaster Oven and Stand-in Rando jumping in there as Heckin Purple tried to get in there. The big shatter there from Toaster Oven. Guy Fieri and Hail Solis going down in that fight. And here comes the Pulse Bomb. Does not get anyone, but does take Fire Chicken, make his life a little more difficult. He's going to put his bomb in the mix. And that will do nothing since Toaster Oven had his shield up. Oh, and he charges Fire Chicken. Still, the point not just finally being captured now by WM1, but in comes Nishard 99 with the Coalescence to try and get some point presence, but Juice goes down to Lindamood. Toaster Oven D-Max Fire Chicken and takes out Hail Solis with the charge. Down goes Nishard 99, and it looks like WM1 will finally manage to stabilize here.
Yeah, like, they turned the point pretty early in that fight, honestly. But it was really, really sketchy on whether or not they were actually going to be able to hold it for any amount of time, but they managed to stabilize really well here with a good ult economy, too.
Yeah, looking at this, they've got almost four ults on their bank here. Although we almost have 3 on the side of WM1, sorry, on the side of Heckin Purple as well. As, ooh, Brownosaur with a big punch there and Stand-in Rando. That has got to hurt. Guy Fieri has dived into the back line. Fire Chicken eats Lindamood's ult. Oh, man, he is just notorious for that. And Guy Fieri comes in with his ult, takes out 2. Shaka Khan and Lindamood going down. And now it's Legend 27 on point with Novus, trying to hang on. He'll go down, and so does Novus with a big punch for Brontosaur. Toaster Oven comes in and takes out Brontosaur with a Fire Strike, though, and shatters. I'm not sure if he got anybody with that, but it at least cleared the point. As WM1 manages to hang on, but not for long. Toaster Oven going down to Guy Fieri's Tickle Gun. There comes a Pulse Bomb and Fire Chicken getting taken out of the fight. Stand-in Rando helping to stall. And here comes the Immortality Field. Hail Solis now on the Baptiste instead of the Brigitte. Legend 27 is in there beaming away, trying to make stuff happen. Juice, meanwhile, and Brontosaur are getting big picks. Hail Solis goes down to Legend 27. Here comes a Meteor Strike, followed by the High Noon. Legend 27 goes down to Juice. And there goes Novus with Brontosaur taking him out. Fire Chicken will get rid of Toaster Oven, and the point flips back to Heckin Purple.
Yeah, Stand-in Rando is doing a really good job stalling to get to that 99%, but I think pretty much everybody on the field knew that they weren't going to take it all the way.
No, they definitely seem to have the upper hand in that fight, but definitely good job by WM1 to stall for time and get themselves into that one-fight territory they're going to need to win this next one here. We see no comp changes on the side of WM1. They're just going to keep on moving here. Shaka Khan gets an early pick there on Hail Solis, takes out the Immortality Field. Meanwhile, Lindamood getting harassed in the back line by Guy Fieri, but down he goes. Shaka Khan does get taken out by Brontosaur. So now Lindamood a little behind the rest of his team as he tries to come back. They do still have Novus for heals. And right now, they're still in this fight. The Toaster Oven and... oh, and another Eaten ult. That is 2 for Fire Chicken just on this map.
And man, that Fire Chicken on Diva. You gotta be careful.
He is notorious for that, and it just feels
double
bad.
Kill with his ult.
And he gets the double kill to top it all off. And that is the second time in a row I've heard that voice line, and then nothing. It's just... You hate to see it.
Yeah,
if you're a Hanzo main.
He's got to be a little bit more careful with his ult because Fire Chick is just going to be looking for those the entire time. That's kind of his, like...
He absolutely does. He does the same thing with Mei, with Zarya. If he can eat it, he's going. And we are now into overtime here as Juice pulls out the High Noon and does not get anyone, but a big grab comes in from Legend 27 here. But he does go down in that fight, and that's a team kill for Heckin Purple. Round 1 is theirs.
I think that was
very, very close contest.
Yeah, I think that all just came down to the ultimate management. We had a grab dragons in there, and I don't know if Fire Chicken ate those from before. I don't remember really seeing them.
So he ate Lindamood's grab, and I don't think Legend had grab at the time. So Lindamood just kind of threw it in there, and unfortunately, Fire Chicken was either just happened to have his defense matrix out, or he full on just read it. I didn't see that up close, but you could definitely just, especially because of when that happened in that fight, he was trying to throw it early, and Fire Chicken just kind of right-clicked him all the way out of that being useful at all.
Yeah, really good.
Now we see a slight change on the side of Heckin Purple here. Brontosaur going Soldier 76 for the drum map,
Gotta get the legs.
And we've got Guy Fieri on Reinhardt. So going for a bit more of a brawl, but still with the D.Va.
I actually really like this. I would almost like something with some kind of like a damage boosting ultimate, because that's where Soldier can really shine. And it just has any other people I've been playing.
Absolutely. Speaking of damage, Juice taking out Stan and Rando again. Novus manages to take out Guy Fieri though, so that's a much bigger loss for Heckin Purple being down their main tank, and now the D.Va is demeched by Novus. Toaster Oven getting 2 big picks there, and that's gonna about do it for WM1's push. Oh, and down goes Brontosaur. Toaster Oven absolutely popping off there during that team fight.
Definitely.
Oh, and then going for the cheeky the stun that he didn't even need.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Juice has taken out the Tracer pretty well, and so Standing Rando is like a brave one for going into Juice's McCree, just because he specializes so much on that hero. But at the same time, I think what came down to that fight is they just weren't contesting Shaka at all, so he just had...
Oh, and a big shatter for Toaster Oven. Wow, that got at least 4, possibly 5. I didn't quite catch them all, but that was a big team fight. Although Fire Chicken managing to take out Shaka Khan, and he is not happy about that. Getting shot down by the baby D.Va. You hate to see it. You really do. But it's okay. The Heckin Purple has managed to... WM1 has still managed to more or less stabilize here. Still forcing Heckin Purple back into their spawn as they regroup here. We see Brontosaur now going Tracer instead of Soldier 76. Perhaps. And here comes a big shatter from Toaster Oven, but Standing Rando with an even bigger pulse bomb. Legend 27 comes in with that grab to help him out. And that is just a huge set of plays. A lot of ult spent on the side of WM1 though. Novus going down there to the skill orb of Nishard. But Shaka and Legend 27 will help clean that up. Yeah, and they continue to hang on to this point.
Also, one just kind of pressed Q there. Like, Heckin Purple kind of came in with like a really aggro push, and suddenly they were grabbed, suddenly they were pulse bombed, suddenly they were dragon strike. Well.
They threw the kitchen sink at them, to say the least. And it's not to their advantage here, because now all they have is Nano for this next fight. Whereas they've got at least 4 ults here on the side of Heckin Purple to work with here. The Pulse Bomb is big. It takes out Shaka Khan, so now they don't even have the Nano to help them out. Standing Rando and Toaster Oven did manage to get their ults during the fighting there. The High Noon comes up from Juice. It takes out Linda Moody. Follows up with Legend 27. Toaster Oven charges Hail Solis out of the fight. Juice takes out Toaster Oven, though. And the point flips to Heckin Purple. Once again, we see WM1. They do a good job initially here, and now they've got themselves in one-fight territory. Their biggest thing here is they just have to make this actually one fight, because they lost several fights in a row last time, and it ended up costing them the first round.
Yeah. And
so they've got to fight decisively here.
Yeah, so they're coming up on coalescence. They got D.Va Bomb, so that's pretty much just like another life for D.Va if you do it right. And we have like a couple people kind of close to ult on Mouse M1, but
but now Standing Rando going down early to Brontosaur there. That's going to be very frustrating. Toaster Oven goes down. Lindamood takes out Juice, but with your tank out, both tanks, out of the picture, that is going to be about that. And WM1's going to have to just back it on out and fight another day.
Yeah, they still got plenty of time. We're like just approaching 50%, so it's still plenty of time, but they really just got to kind of hone it in here.
We see Shaka Khan getting staggered there. Oh, and now Novus getting staggered. They just gotta get back and spawn, just full hard reset, and hopefully get themselves the momentum they need to start moving in the right direction here. See the clock now up to 65%. while they wait for everybody to respawn. Guy Fieri now has Shatter again. Toaster Oven himself pretty close to Shatter. Shaka Khan's close to another Nano. And we see we have another grab coming up from Legend 27. There's a Shatter, gets blocked by Toaster Oven. The grab comes out from Legend 27, followed by the Dragon Strike from Linden Mood. So Linden Mood does get taken down, but Toaster Oven and Sandaranda will take out 3 total. We see Nishard and Juice still on point here. Nishard goes down, so does Juice. Fire Chicken is out of the fight. It's just Brontosaur. Oh, but he goes down to the hammer of Toaster Oven. And here we are in overtime. And the second round goes to WM1.
I think I'm like blacking out at certain points because nobody had their ult on Mouse M1, and then suddenly everybody had their ult on Mouse M1.
It was that grab that gave everybody their ults because everybody was just plugging away into it once Legend 27 popped that, and he caught it like at least 3 or 4 people in that grab.
Definitely doing a lot of damage for a lot of people.
It was enough to help. And they really showed, and also Shaka Khan, I think, had his Nano early in that fight and used it to help somebody get their ult faster. So here we go, final map in Mecha Base, part 3 of this exciting 3-map series on Busan. Sandaranda going to lead the charge here for WM1. We see Brontosaur now on the Reaper. And Guy Fieri and Fire Chicken deciding to match Reinzar with Reinzar. We got Hail Solis and Nishard on Brig and Moira, respectively. There's a lot of healing going on. Guy Fieri takes out Legend 27 early. Oh, there's a big stun. Linden Mood taking out Guy Fieri, but Guy Fieri will not let that go down so easily. Although, wow, WM1 just charging straight in. Brontosaur is all alone now, and he cannot possibly be long for this world here. And he goes down to Toaster Oven, who is having a heck of a game tonight on Reinhardt so far. And there it is, WM1 once again just charging themselves headfirst into the other team, as the name suggests, and really making good use of that aggressive playstyle that they're going for here.
So one thing that, so we have Reinzaria against Reinzaria, right? One thing that Mouse M1 has is a Lucio. And like Brig is great a lot of times, especially when you got like a Tracer running around. He's a really good Tracer at that. But having that Lucio to kind of cart your tank line around, be really, really aggressive when you need it, but also like get out really quickly. It's really, really strong.
It is strong, and we saw just how strong it was with Toaster Oven popping that Shatter, getting 5, and they got a few kills off of it. And then when Brontosaur tried to back up, they just sped on back. And here we go, another fight right in this choke here. Oh no, it looks like Heckin Purple is going to reroute themselves, and WM1's going to try and chase them. Oh no, they decide they rotate. Oh, and it's a huge purple coming out from Shaka Khan there. Toaster Oven does go down, but so does Nishard and Hail Solis. Sandaranda and Linden Mood getting those picks off here. And we see the tank line of Heckin Purple still alive, but not for long. Here comes a high nude from Linden Mood. He takes out Guy Fieri and Juice, getting some revenge there. And that's going to allow them to hold this point now at 66%. What a set of plays there by WM1 to just hang on during that team fight there. They were getting a little bit loose there. And here goes another big grab from Legend 27. Juice pops his ult, and it's followed up by a Shatter from Toaster Oven, though, who does manage to help his team get a couple. Oh, and Guy Fieri gets taken down as he shatters. Legend 27 is down but not out, as he does manage to back out of that. And meanwhile, the point continues to tick down.
Need to get a touch really quickly here. Looks like Brig is going to be the one to touch.
Oh no, Juice getting 2 huge picks. And Hail Solis is there to help his team. Down goes Shaka Khan. It's just Novus left, and he is not going to be long for this world. Toaster Oven is in it, but he also gets taken out very quickly. We see Guy Fieri switching to the Wrecking Ball to get onto point, and they do manage it. Once again, though, it's 99 to 3% and climbing.
Yeah. It was a really good play, honestly. Maybe a little bit lucky, maybe a little bit of a misplay from Mouse M1, but the Brig making it to point, and then Shaka
WM1
was the only one. Right,
it's WM1.
So.
Yeah.
But like Shaka being the only one to pew for the Brig, it's not going to turn out well. All of a sudden they're down their main healer. All of a sudden, like, they're down a couple more and a couple more.
And here comes a big grab to Death Blossom, which does manage to get 1 in that. Oh, and Shaka Khan gets killed in the follow-up there. And Guy Fieri just slamming away there. Fire Chicken still on the Zarya for the moment. We saw Sandaranda in there trying to get a little bit of back cap, but wasn't able to do it. So now he's going to wait for the rest of his team to come back here. You see on the side of WM1, they've got two ults basically coming online here. Shaka Khan's got his nano, which he can give to Toaster Oven. He'll get himself a nice quick shatter out of that. Oh, and Fire Chicken getting charged out of life early there. Brontosaur goes down, and here's the nano. Toaster Oven has his shield up. The high noon is negated. And then Lindenwood coming in with his own high noon. He'll take out Guy Fieri. Juice goes down to Legend 27. And that is a team wipe for WM1 as Heckin purple. Oh, the big stun there from Lindenwood, stopping Fire Chicken from getting the point. And that's the end of round 1. WM1 will take this first map with a decisive victory there at the end.
You may have like 30,000 rockets now to boost you around the map at high speeds, but no match for Overwatch CC.
Indeedly do. And here we go. Toaster Oven, his big shatter we saw earlier. There it was. Look at the size of it. An absolute unit.
And
and the
bags. At the end.
The big old bags. Gotta let him know about the bags.
Of course.
All right, now we're gonna bring ourselves back to this here lobby. And we're gonna see which map we want to pick. And we all see Asian Music Man now making his presence here. Looks like I have to see what the choices are for maps this week because I don't remember.
That was Mouse M1 that just won, right? I get so mixed up in the colors.
WM1.
Mouse. Okay, right.
W Mouse 1.
Oh, okay.
W1.
That's what I've been saying. W. Mouse
Yes.
1. Right.
Yes, that. The thing with the stuff. All right. If I were to go look in our Discord, I could probably find out what the map is that we're supposed to be looking at. That would be very helpful, now wouldn't it? If I could just scroll through this and find it. And maybe it's in here somewhere. I'm sure it is, but I don't know where. Oh, I know where it is. I just go here. Map choices. Okay, so they have the option of Volskaya, Temple, or Horizon. So we'll... Honestly, I would assume it's going to be Volskaya, because people are iffy on Temple and everybody hates Horizon, even though the Magic Bang Bus took Horizon to like 5 rounds in the playoffs last season, and it was the most glorious thing on the face of the planet when we finally won. You were in our league you were in our division that season, I think.
Which one are we talking about?
This was season 8 when we had the red and black divisions.
Right. Okay, so just last.
You were in my division because I think you were on one of those 4 teams. I forget which one, but it wasn't my team.
About the finals?
Yeah.
On Horizon? Yeah, no, I was the team that lost that.
Oh, yeah.
We went to like 30,000 rounds.
It's truly the longest single game of Overwatch I have ever played.
Yeah.
I remember, and that was map 3, I want to say. And then we still had to play 2 more maps. And then we and I just remember being deliriously tired after that whole match.
No, it was map 5 because we went back to 2CP, right? Yeah.
No, it would have been map 4, and then we had to go back to control point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The whole thing was just nutty.
Yeah, it was a long night. I remember that much.
Oh yeah, Fire Chicken was there too. I remember. It was like it was yesterday. Symphonia John.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary.
Okay. Do. All right. So we got to make ourselves some changes here in the lineups.
Have we picked a
Going to put. No, they have not. But we're working on that. Oh, Symphonia John's going to be on support. And that means Fire Chicken will spectate red. Okay, so we've got that. Just make sure we don't have any other subs. perhaps from WM1.
1940-41. The United Nations have inflicted
Just wait for Shaka Khan to let me know, as he is the acting captain of WM1.
our air offensive has seriously reduced their strength
And I believe Asian Music Man is on that team.
on the ground. Our home front have given us an overwhelming superiority in weapons and munitions of war.
Just
And placed
gotta get people to let me know what's going on.
the tide has turned. The free men of the world are fighting together for victory. I have
But we should know that here shortly, and meanwhile,
skill in battle.
I've checked what maps are in the pool like 3 times now, and I still have to check a 4th time to actually know they are. So yeah, Volskaya, Temple, or Horizon. I've been seeing a lot of Volskaya in the recent matches, so...
yeah, I would expect Volskaya. I think it's generally people's favorite. It's probably the one that's, I'd say, the most fair out of those 3. I feel like Temple of Anubis is extremely hard to defend the first point and extremely easy to defend the second point.
And then no one
And-
likes Horizon.
Nobody likes Horizon. I'm a weirdo and I actually do like Horizon, but that's because the first point is a very good. The whole map is just very good for Junkrat. You have lots of nice high ground, lots of places to put traps, lots of sneaky.
Volskaya can also be pretty good for Junkrat, especially on that first choke. Maybe not the second point as much, but I don't know.
All right, so we have our map choice. It's going to be Horizon,
Oh,
believe it
boy.
or not. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more wacky, here we are. We're going to get the readies from the captains. And then we will get ourselves a move in to the lunar colony of Horizon. Hashtag the home of the hairballs. That joke didn't come off the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, that's all right.
Some joke about the fact that Winston and Hammond are both from there, but stuff, things, words. Life
Trying
is
to be
hard
clever.
sometimes.
Doing our best.
Indeed. We're doing our best. Our very best. Just waiting on the ready signal from WM1 here so we can go ahead and get this train rolling. And there it is.
Ooh.
And away we go.
They are.
Traveling to Horizon Lunar Colony.
Horizon Lunar Colony.
Initiating
A place of great suffering for many.
I mean, look at
But
this
also a
little
map
play
where
pen.
I fully expect to see Diva play from Mr. Fire Chicken, and I would not be surprised if we get a Widow out of Lindenmood on this first point.
I could see it. Yeah, definitely. It might be a little bit tough with Charles on the Diva. Unless I have these mixed up. No, I'm good. I'm right.
No, you're right. You're right.
Although-
With Fire Chicken on the Diva, you're right. It could be,
Yeah.
especially if they
Although
try to
Charles
go
is
dive
not
again
in
for the
this
first
game.
point.
He was.
He is
subbed
not.
out.
But Brontosaurus playing Diva, and he is also an extremely skilled off-tank player, so I would fully expect them. They're going to go straight for the dive. We see Lindenmood picking the Ash,
Yeah. Mega dive.
which might actually be better than the Widow in this particular instance. And then Standing Rando going my boy. He's going the Junkrat. I said it all. I say it every time I play this map. You just, when you're on defense, just play a lot of Junkrat and just spam down the choke. It's going to be great. We've got the pulled pork on the side of WM1 with Toast Revan playing the Orisa, Legend 27 on the Roadhog. So he's got a scary good hook accuracy.
One.
And hello, Hefty. Games are going well. Thank you for asking.
Objective A.
I think Linda. I think we're gonna see Linda switch off here because I think he's gonna have a little bit of trouble on Ash with the dive comp that the other team is running.
Yeah, although right now, we are requesting a pause. And we get a pause. We're going to just take care of that real quick and see what's going on. Let the casters do their thing.
Oh, my bad. I never actually switched to the game screen. That would be helpful. Wouldn't
Yeah, I was gonna DM you and try and be
it?
chill about it.
Just
but,
tell me.
yeah. We're just gonna yeah. They're just gonna have to accept my wonderful voice commentary for that first map.
Alt F4 to resume.
we-
Here, let me try that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, let's not, because then we will have no stream. And there we are. Oh, looking down Lindenmood sites of all things. And yes, saved OM, we did fix that. Thank you for pointing that out, though. Do appreciate it. Do. Dad pa. Symphony of John. Oh man, that's rude. But also accurate. I'm basically the grandpa of this league at this point because JLP and Chris Helms aren't in this season. They're the only two people who are older than me. It's weird. I don't like it. But for those of you just joining us, the score is currently 1-0 in favor of WM1. And we've got ourselves quite the contest here. And
we got some R's.
We've got the ready. I gave him the Control-Shift+, and here we go.
Here we also have standing random on the Junkrat, which I didn't notice at first, but it's exactly what you were talking about before with this map being really good for Junkrat.
Yeah, just even though that initial opening there is pretty wide.
Nice.
And we get another pause from Guy Fieri. Oh, and it looks like Eric is throwing. That's just rude. Goodbye, Eric. We miss you. I'm sure he will be back soon.
Be back soon.
In the meantime, I'd like to take this opportunity to, while AJ is refreshing his drink here, we are going to take our moments here, speaking of beverages, to thank our official, unofficial sponsor, Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. It's what plants crave.
What?
Just in case y'all were wondering.
What exactly is that?
Say what?
Who is the sponsor? I've never heard that before.
Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. Have you not seen Idiocracy?
No.
Go watch it. It's got Terry
All right.
Crews.
All right,
and,
everybody in
Luke
chat.
Wilson.
We're changing up the stream real quick.
And it's funny as hell.
All right.
And Terry Crews' character is probably the best part of that entire movie.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And he's not even the main character.
Really? This is like a
Yeah.
modern movie?
It's a film by Mike Judge. It's not that new. I think it came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny because a lot of people have made interesting current societal comparisons to things that happened in that movie. And Sam DeWam, to answer your question, it's got electrolytes, and those are what plants crave. That's what's great about Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. In case,
Gotcha.
because clearly people were wondering about these things and needed to know. All right, Guy Fieri's back online, so that's helpful. Let's go ahead and get him back into this game real fast. Now, the unfortunate thing, of course, any ult charge he had, he does now lose since he had to leave and come back.
Mm-hmm.
We do see not much of his team really having any ults charged to speak of anyway, as it being so early in the match. But still, nonetheless, a disadvantage that that they'll have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like Mouse-M1 right now, or W+M1, sorry. They're probably looking at their team comp, looking at the other team's comp, and being, we probably need to switch some stuff up. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing like a Meg here, definitely maybe like a McCree, because Ash is gonna have a hard time. Arissa's probably gonna have a hard time as well. As long as,
although with all that Junkrat spam, it almost the Ash is free to just kind of harass everybody who's being. Oh wow, that was an insane hook from Legend 27. Guy Fieri goes up to try and dive the Ash, and he gets hooked out of mid-air by Legend 27. That was wild. Although unfortunately, the big Roadhog play is not quite enough, as WM1 now having to rotate to point where Heckin Purple is making short work of WM1. Legend 27 did get a pick, but Brontosaur absolutely popping off on the D.Va right now. And it's just Legend 27 and Shaka in there by themselves. In comes the bubble from Guy Fieri to block off Shaka Khan's healing darts that were going to Legend 27 there. So he now has to advance and put himself more in harm's way. He goes down to Brontosaur. Legend 27 is there by himself, trying to hang on. And here comes the whole hog, but it is not enough as Juice will deflect it right into his face. And he's now on the Genji of all things.
Yeah, I saw that.
Something that I'm actually, I've played with him quite a bit recently, not used to seeing him on that.
I said, like, he played it last night when he was playing on his team's game. He's got a pretty good Genji going. So definitely a little bit scary.
And there's Ishard taking out Lindamood there. So Lindamood, like you said, probably going to need to switch off the Ashe here. And here comes a D.Va Bomb from Brontosaur. Down goes Toaster Oven. Oh man, just didn't have the cooldown up ready to put that new shield up, and there you go. And here we have a nanoed Brig coming out. Novus and Shaka Khan going together, but here's the Nano Blade, which is probably going to be a bit stronger. And down goes Standing Rando before he can get the tire off. He does eventually take out Juice, but unfortunately, it's probably not going to be enough. Lindamood in Ice Block does manage to take out Symphony and John. The May definitely coming in handy here to stall the second point. Ghost Robin is trying to help. In comes the Wrecking Ball from Legend 27. Trying to, again, just getting that speedy stall pick. Here comes another D.Va Bomb from Brontosaur. And this time Toaster Oven had his Fortify up, but it wasn't quite enough. Legend 27 will take out Hail Solis. Lindamood goes down to Guy Fieri. It's once again Legend 27 by himself. Standing Rando jumps in on the Reaper now. They're going for that full meta cancer here. Shaka Khan on the Baptiste takes out Juice. Nishard, Brontosaur all going down here as WM1 finally manages to stabilize.
And now we have kind of the opposite, where we have the May, we have the Reaper, and so Winston's going to have a hard time, May's going to have a hard time, a little bit of Tracer having a hard time, but we already see some switches coming through, so lots of comp changes.
Nishard on the Hanzo, Juice on the McCree. The tank lineup is now Rein Zarya. They made that switch, and they made it right away, which is a good choice on their part. And here we go. We see now taking a different approach. Novus getting slapped around there a little bit by Guy Fieri. Oh, and there's a big anti coming in from Symphony and John. Oh, but down goes Brontosaur. He was pretty low during that fight. Guy Fieri also getting taken out. The Coalescence comes out from Hail Solis, but it's really not going to be enough, aside from maybe helping his team get out. Oh, and Juice getting just bullied there by Novus on the Brigitte here. Oh, and he does eventually take him out. He just rolls right up and says, "No, sir, not today." But WM1 will manage to stabilize for the moment. Oh, Juice going down, taking out Toaster Oven. And Standing Rando now having to get out of the way. Juice comes out with a high noon.
Interesting high noon when there's only 2 people on this field.
He did it to style on them, is what we can assume. And Guy Fieri getting a big charge in there, but in comes the Minefield from Legend 27, doing a lot of good to stall that point, even though he does get taken out of that fight. Shaka Khan will help get a couple there with the Immortality, with the Amp Matrix. Juice does take him out eventually, but right now he's just busy playing Flank McCree, so not actually helping his team get onto the point. But still getting some pretty choice picks as Guy Fieri takes out Lindamood. Juice will take out Toaster Oven. But they're still down quite a few, so they don't really have the numbers to push. And they're still just hiding in that little underside. In comes Standing Rando with a big Death Blossom and takes out 2. Brontosaur and Hail Solis going down, so Guy Fieri has no Zarya to speak of. And a follow-up with Symphony and John there as well. Oh, and Nishard, the man is just on a tear here. Popping off positively. Powerful plays. How many more times can I use the letter T? Well, there's a perfect shatter from Guy Fieri. I'm just kidding. It was not perfect. He did not really get anybody. The Maywall came up and stopped him. Oh, but here comes a grab from Brontosaur. That is going to help with the Coalescence from Hail Solis. Guy Fieri will swing through there. Nishard getting a pick there on Lindamood as well. And Heckin Purple now charging in. Toaster Oven's on to point. Trying to play that corner, but Brontosaur will just laser him down immediately. In comes Legend 27. Oh, and he is not long for this world. Here comes the high noon from Juice. He's going to get Shaka Khan, take him out of the fight. And now it's Novus once again popping, trying to stall on point. He gets the rally in there, but Lindamood right now not on point. Toaster Oven here with the D.Va trying to stall for time. And Lindamood gets taken down by Juice. In comes the Wrecking Ball from Legend 27, he's going to try to stay there as long as he can. A big shatter from Guy Fieri. And that's round 1.
So I hate to say this, and I kind of hate to call him out on it, but I did definitely see Linda, after a little like fiasco with the McCree, he used his wall to get away, and then his ice block. He did sturn and try to freeze his own diva. So not quite sure what the play was there.
Buddy. You hate to see it.
Just gotta call it the Landa mood.
The lame mood.
Lame to mood. lame to mood plays. Oof.
Got him. Just kidding, Linda Mood. We love you. All right. So, despite the kind of rough first point there for WM1, they did manage to turn things around to only 46 seconds on Hecking Purple's clock remaining on their time. So that could prove very well for them if they're able to take these 2 points in more time, or less time, I should say.
Yeah.
And get more time for themselves and give themselves a chance to stall things out on point A, which they did kind of successfully on the first round there, but I think they just need to give themselves a second chance and they'll be all clear.
Right. And call it 2CP, but I think W+M1 did a really good job of just kind of like creating chaos and not letting them regroup. And so like they got a couple picks that they knew the push was over, and so they tried to kind of like push back, but they were still kind of going for pokes. But W+M1 just kind of like pushed into them there and just like kept getting like pick after pick after pick. It didn't matter how many of them died because I mean it's second point in 2CP, so that's what really helped them kind of like stall a lot of that time.
Now, an interesting set of choices here from Hecking Purple. We've got the Orisa Diva. Not your normal comp, but certainly not an ineffective one. And a big pull there from Guy Fieri, slowing down WM1's progress here. But they are still going to just walk themselves right up those attackers' left side stairs with the Lucio, Reinhardt, and Ryan and Zarya, and just cruising on in. Shaka Khan and Lindemood getting picks early. Legend 27 will finish off Guy Fieri's Orisa. Nishard 99 goes down to Legend 27 as well. Brontosaur gets demacked by Toaster Oven, and Lindemood finishes off Hail Sleaze. Down goes Brontosaur, and an decisive, impressive play there by WM1.
I think once again we're seeing just like
point.
the advantage that Lucio gives you as you're playing Ryan Zarya, because just pushing right through them. Any kind of a bunker they can set up with Orisa is just being rolled over by the Lucio speed with the Ryan Zarya.
Ooh, Sandarano getting picked off early by Juice. That is going to hurt a little bit. But WM1 still charging in regardless. They've got a big beef there on Legend 27. And, some little bit of Reinhardt battles here happening. Toaster Oven losing it, though, unfortunately. And WM1 is going to have to regroup and start over there. They did make a good attempt, but just got picked off too quickly there on that top side. Ooh, and Standing Rando taking out Nishard. That is going to be very helpful stagger for his team. As they make their way back in here, looks like they're going to go bottom right this time. Toaster Oven setting things up. Shaka Khan just getting some nice little poke in there.
Oh.
And, ooh, a big sleep there on Brontosaur.
Just a little bit rude.
Just styling on him here. Seriously important to get that sleep. Now here comes the high noon from Juice. He's not going to get anyone. He's just going to reload with it, it looks like. We get the nano going on Legend 27, but he's not really able to capitalize. His team gets picked off. And here comes a Rip Tire. Stanrada goes down, so does Shaka Khan. Nishard will pick him off at long distance. So that's going to be a very frustrating stagger for WM1. We do have the Grav Dragons almost online here.
Yeah, I think that might have been the play with the Nano, is just trying to get this Zarya a little bit more ult charged so they can get the Graves Dragon set up. Because they still have plenty of time here.
Oh, and Brontosaur going down now. That's going to be a big pick for WM1 to capitalize on here. We see a big purple yeeted in there. Here comes the Grav. Here comes the Dragon Strike. Nobody's really in it, though. It was just Symphonia John, and he went down early. And Juice manages to take out Lindemood. Novus goes down to Nishard 99. Legend gets charged right off the point. He's hanging on for dear life, and he's pretty high charged, but he is going to be beefed out pretty quickly. You see Standing Rando managing to take out Nishard, and he goes down to Brontosaur. Oh, down goes Shaka Khan. So here we are now, just under 4 minutes left to go, and not so much as a tick for WM1. It may be that they just have to change things up here a little bit. We see Lindemood going Hanzo, which could definitely. Oh no, he was Hondo already. We always wonder maybe if instead of the Tracer, if we might need something else from Sandy Rando. Maybe something just to deal with the Brigida and all the stun. And you see the Shatter comes in, and Novus with a big sound barrier. Lindamood gets a pick there.
Oh, that was gonna hurt them.
3 huge picks there. And then in comes the grab to finish him off, and Toaster Oven goes down to Juice.
Juice is the play of the game there. Absolutely decimating him.
Absolutely.
It seems like W+M1 is just getting caught off guard by like the slightest things, like a grab that doesn't quite catch enough people, or they didn't really take into account Juice's high noon, or just like one little thing that's kind of making them fall apart. So it's rough to see.
And here comes another Rip Tire. They got anybody to stop that? Oh, and it goes down. Novus will shoot it out of the air. Oh, and there goes Brontosaur getting taken out of the fight. Toaster Oven gets the Nano. Guy Fieri's purple and low. He goes down to Toaster Oven, who gets a Shatter. Takes out Hail Solis. That's a big wipe there. Symphony and John now hanging out just off point. He pops the rally to help himself survive and stay on, but he is purple, and he's not going to be long for this world. He goes down to Shaka Khan. And there it is. W+M1 finally hitting their stride. Toaster Oven trying to get the cheeky Shatter, but Guy Fieri is going to return the favor on Legend 27. Guy Fieri will get finished off by Lindamood, though. And here's the Pulse Bomb. Lindamood releasing another Dragon Strike, and that's the end of round 2. 2:26 left on the clock for W+M1.
Yeah, I guess when the ult combos don't really work out, you just kind of take out the other team one by one and then go from there.
And honestly, that may be what it is. It's not so much that their ults are not placed where they're supposed to be, but it's about target focus.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's not necessarily that they're worried about one specific thing messing them up, but it's just a general thing where, you know, the grab happened, but who was in it? You know,
Right.
who was their target of focus? It seemed like the grab just happened. So, you know, when you're Hanzo, you hear, you know, the bunch of Russian words, you go, oh, I better shout in Japanese. Bam.
Right? Yeah, that's probably exactly what happens too, because they probably go in as like, okay, we grab Dragon this fight, and then they go in and that's like the only thing that they have in mind. They forget that they have, you know, 6 other people to account for on each side. So
Yep, I think that may be more what their issue was, and we saw that they got the what's the word I'm thinking for here? They got the first big pick they needed on the Zarya, and then they focused each person one at a time in order of priority, and they made it work.
yeah,
And we see now Juice going Widowmaker. Not something I've seen him do as much of. And meanwhile, we've got a Symmetra on the side of W+M1, which is definitely going to be important for this, if for no other reason than the fact of just being able to get back to point. Oh man, Juice getting an early pick there on Shaka Khan. That is going to be very tough to deal with. He is just uncontested right now in his team's backline.
Oh, now we see the advantage of the
Away.
Sim Portal.
The Sim Teleporter definitely proving useful. Shaka Khan is now back with his team here, trying to hang on, but Guy Fieri once again managing to get him off guard here and taking him out of the fight. Novus hanging on as long as he can, but is not really able to get to Shaka Khan to res him, and he'll go down to Brontosaurus and the Shard taking out Standing Rando. And down goes Toaster Oven. 10 seconds are still left here, so the one thing that does help for the W+M1 is that they will at least be able to stall time, and now only overtime is left. W+M1 is going to have to defend second point here, but they only have to do it for 30 seconds, so this may actually be to their advantage here. Question of, you know, how much is Heckin Purple going to be able to really, how much they're going to really stall out this second point.
We do see the swap to Reinhardt off of from D.Va from Bonosaur. So maybe we wanted a little bit more of like a foundation for the team, I guess.
And we see Legend 27 going in, diving that Widowmaker. Down. Does manage to take out Lindamood, but that may not be enough, as Legend 27 just dives right in. He is helping take Guy Fieri out. Toaster Oven there to clear away the mines. And that's the end of round 3.
All right, so definitely extremely winnable for both sides here. Like, this is as close to tied as you can get right now.
Switching sides.
That it is, because WM1, they've got to do the exact same thing. They've got to take that first point and do so handily, and then they've got to get at least a tick in order to stop this from ending in a draw.
Yep. 226. It's a decent amount of time, I guess, for like your third and fourth round. But you got to make things happen pretty quick.
Yeah, and they do have the benefit of once they capture that first point, they will get an additional 30 seconds. But if it's 30 seconds on top of nothing, that's basically one fight, and that's all you get.
Yeah, it's essentially just to cover the ground to the point on your next push.
Okay, so Reaper Sombra coming out here from WM1. That's actually a pretty good move, especially I'm sure they are expecting a bunker from Heckin Purple here, and that is exactly what we've got. It is the ultimate bunker. Orisa Sigma, Bastion, Symmetra, Mercy, Baptiste.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna
That's
see...
about as toxic a bunker as you get.
Yeah, pretty much. I wonder if we're gonna see like a sim portal like around the map, but like the Bastion sits on the portal and can like move around. Because I've seen that work really well.
It doesn't look like they're doing that. They're just gonna set up on point in the back, and just be obnoxious. And that is certainly going to work to their advantage here. And we see already the Symmetra spam going down the main choke here, as WM1 struggles to press W, getting pulled around and spammed at. Legend 27 getting pretty high charge here already. Brontosaur using his suck early. The Symmetra turret's going down, and Brontosaur is low, but that Bastion is going to provide a lot of cover for his team. And that's going to be a big target there if WM1 wants to be able to win this first initial fight here. Toastrovin taking out Nishard 99 in the Symmetra. That's going to be pretty big right there. In comes Legend 27. He's got his personal barrier. He is trying his hardest to get to that Bastion, but his whole team is just circling around him and not letting them get anywhere close. Brontosaur does go down.
Oh, they finally got the Lucio. The Bastion was whirling around trying to hit the Lucio that was on top of him. That was funny to watch.
I might need this later.
And there it is. The first push does manage to do it, and WM1 is going to make their presence felt on point. So, Heroic, as much as you keep talking about Cleave Clomp, this is not Cleave Clomp, and it's working. So, I'm going to say Cleave Clomp ain't that great.
I don't think, like, Cleave Clamp into a Bastion is probably not the best idea, because Bastion is just a little bit farther back. You just mow everybody down.
I was going to say, Cleave Clomp into a Bastion sounds like a good way to get murdered. And meanwhile, Stand and Rando has got his EMP, and there it is. It's huge. He hacks all 6 members.
And the Nano Ryan.
Heckin Purple, and the Nano
There it
Ryan
is.
comes out. And there it is.
Great
Map
play.
2 going to WM1.
Excellent play with that EMP. And then the Nano Ryan. Oof. The second that thing went off, the entirety of Hecking Purple was like, blip. Like,
But meanwhile, Juice getting tonight's second play of the game with that huge Deadeye.
Blah 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 blah.
There it do.
yeah, definitely a huge play over here.
All right, so we'll bring it back to the lobby. We'll get ourselves ready for map number 3. And we'll be taking ourselves to a hybrid map. So either Eichenwald, Hollywood, or Numbani.
I kind of want to see Hollywood. I haven't played on Hollywood in a long time. I feel like it's been a really long time. But everyone always picks Eichenwald.
That is fair. They usually do.
Numbani, like, I don't know. I could take or leave Numbani, so not that interesting. But we haven't seen Hollywood like at all this season, so I'm totally down for some Hollywood.
If we get, I mean, considering we have a lot of people in this group in general who play heroes like Ash and McCree, I really wouldn't be surprised if we did see Hollywood.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like
sightlines, really good.
Hollywood's a
plays.
pretty good, Hollywood's a pretty good map for those heroes, just in general. And yes, it is 2-0, Mr. Heroic. WM1 doing some serious action today. And just waiting to see if we have any subs on either team. Does not look like we do, though. Oh, and I also have to change the names in the custom game. so that they read correctly. All right, so we're gonna swap Fire Chicken for Nishard. And we're gonna make him spectate blue. Make Asian Music Man spectate blue. And we're gonna swap Asian Music Man for Lindamood. Oh wait, no we're not, because that was Lindamood saying that. Don't try to mess with me, Lindamood. You sneaky bastard. Alright, and okay.
Still
So
waiting on the
Brontosaur
matches.
and Symphonia John are going to be tanked this time around. That is interdasting.
They're really swapping, like, they're jumbling everything around.
They really are.
Like, that's like, it's a little bit to their disadvantage, I would think. Because, I don't know, if I've been playing support for a while, then I switched to DPS, it's a totally different mindset. I can't even imagine, like, switching from, like, tank to DPS to healer to, like, that seems, like, way too much to me.
Yeah, it's, I mean, you know, if there's one thing Guy Fieri does, he likes to mix things. All right, and the map has been chosen. It shall be Hollywood.
Yes, let's go.
There you go. We've been calling it tonight, man. We've been calling it.
I'm excited
And
now.
I'm not mad about it. Oh, we have the option for Halloween Hollywood. Oh, I'm not going to do it,
Please
but it
no.
really wants. All right.
Got the R from
Mr.
W+M1.
Shaka. Mr. Shaka. Freaking Shaka can. Just waiting for Senor Flavor Lord.
Your flavor lord.
Senor Flavor Lord. The king of Flavordonium, as it were.
Hold.
It appears we are holding on while Hecking Purple hex their way through whatever it is they need to figure out.
And if anyone should ask you, please tell
And oh, we have one last little swap here. Swap out Asian Music Man for the Fire Chicken. So it looks like Asian Music Man going to get some time in the game tonight.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Asian Music Man playing from his office. That is a familiar sight.
How about that? What kind of computers do you have in your office that's running Overwatch? Sounds.
I think he has a gaming laptop, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
I actually remember one time in particular, he was playing in his house, and I guess someone else in his family was on Wi-Fi, and he was like screaming at them to get off the Wi-Fi because it was making him lag.
Oh no.
And I felt so bad for him because he was like literally, he was like, please stop, I can't see anything. It was rough.
It reminds me of like the quote good old days. I remember playing Modern Warfare on my Xbox in my parents' basement because you know I was 15 at the time. But every time
Yeah.
we'd get a phone call, everybody I'd be playing with would be like, "All right, bye, Nick," because it just DC'd your internet connection.
That is big rough.
Yeah, old what dial-up I guess we had. Jeez, that was always really fun.
Well, see, I thought that with dial-up, it would just, you just couldn't go, it couldn't get through. Like, it would just go, all you would hear was the horrible modem noise.
Honestly,
Which
I don't
we
remember.
all
It might
can
have been
picture
dial-up.
that sound.
Maybe it was
At
cable.
least if you're me, I remember times when like I wouldn't know someone was on the internet when I had dial-up,
Mhm.
and you'd pick up the phone and you'd just pick and think that you were gonna go make a call, and then just, oh god,
Yeah.
it was like just the most cursed sound you could ever imagine.
Right. And I don't know
If
about
you-
you all,
if-
but I've never noticed this camera here. I don't know if this is a new addition or if I'm just
Camera
blind.
where?
ready for battle.
Oh, that.
I've
and
never
the,
noticed this before.
Well, you got to remember, this is a movie set. That's kind
Right.
of the whole point.
Yeah, I totally understand it, but I'm just like, there's a movie, there's a camera there.
Indeed, there is.
Incoming.
And it says Kilrog on it. I don't know
Yeah.
what that is, but
It's the new director for the Marvel Phase 4.
oh
Or
god.
I guess probably at this time in the movie, it's probably Marvel Phase 23.
Nothing's gonna stop me.
All right, now looking at some lineups here, we see the Ryan Zarya. We've got Asian Music Man on the Junkrat, which is surprising. Juice sticking with his trusty McCree. We've got Junkrat on both sides of the field, actually, which I'm very excited to see. I love me some attack junk. We're going to get some fat tires today, boys.
Absolutely. What's that standing Roundo still in the Sombra, which I'm interested to see what's going on with that.
For this map, I like it.
Yeah.
Because being able to hack Juice, prevent him from stunning, prevent him from rolling, and being able to just hack away the shields. Ooh, Toaster Oven getting slapped quick, though. And Juice managing to get the pick on Toaster Oven.
Yeah, that was...
I'll tell you what, the man is a menace on McCree.
As he walks face first into the trap. But yeah,
I mean,
really good shot on
I didn't say he
Rondo.
was perfect, but he can Rudy Tooty point and shooty his way through a lot of fights.
Alright, we're down
And
a couple
right
people
now,
on
the W+M1 is
someone.
struggling to get themselves pushed forward here. A lot of damage happening on both sides, but nobody's really taking advantage of it. Symphonia John just finally going down there to stand in rando. Hail Solis will manage to finish off Toaster Oven though with a well-placed coalescence to keep the rest of his team in this fight, or her team in this fight, excuse me. And then just the Junkrat from Lindamood just kind of hanging out. Asian Music Man saying no, 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 not today. And now some big picks coming out here for Heckin Purple as Symphonia John makes his way back to the point. Oh, and there's a big pick for Guy Fieri on Toaster Oven. And Guy Fieri running the loose here. Not something you see every day.
Yeah. We have a lot of ults coming up on both sides, but that's a lot of people on the defense that are, or on the offense. Sorry, I'm already mixed up. But we have a lot of ults on both sides. We're coming up on
We swap
6.
teams.
Yes, which I did do on stream. I'm just mixing myself up.
Oh, and there's a grab, which is going to cause a lot of problems. In comes the tire from Lindamood to follow up. Let's see, it does not manage to get anybody. Toaster Oven shatters, though. Asian Music Man will get somebody with his tire. And Heckin Purple will survive the next push.
Yep. And if I'm Heckin Purple, then I just kind of get out of here. We got plenty of ults. They used a bunch on W+M1, so we kind of need to just kind of like sit pretty on like a little bit of like a nest egg of ultimates here. And of course they are not doing
There's
that.
another big grab coming out. And Juice getting 3 off of that. What a play.
Yikes, right onto the spawn. It's a little bit of BM there.
Definitely some bad manners coming out, but when you're trying to defend that aggressively, that's just what you do. And you see, it worked for them extremely well. It was a big stagger. But meanwhile, Heckin Purple having a little bit of trouble there. Standing Rando came in. Guy Fieri did manage to take him out, but Toaster Oven and Standing Rando getting a lot of big picks. And Toaster Oven will go down. And not before helping his team get a ton of picks there. Juice managing to take out Lindamood, but now Novus will take out Juice. And it looks like this might be W+M1 finally turning the tides here on this first capture, so they can get themselves into the payload phase of this map.
Yeah, and they still got like Heckin Purple still has another contest or two, but I just want to say if you had come to me not trying to focus on so many different things at once, and I saw Heckin Purple pushing up into their spawn like that, I'm like, yeah, they're probably gonna overextend, get like picked twice, and then they're gonna take the point. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, sometimes you know you do it for the memes, and then come back to bite you.
Yeah, it's like, is it worth it? It's a question for the team.
The answer is usually yes.
Yeah, especially for PMA points.
And meanwhile, Asian Music Man's just winning this Junkrat battle against Lindamood right now. I almost kind of think Lindamood might do himself a favor to switch off to something like Hanzo or Ashe, just so you give him a little bit easier time to shut down the Junkrat.
Yeah, I can definitely see. Ooh, that's unlucky for the standing rando.
Oh no. Yeah, sometimes you just get caught by spam, and there's not much you can do about it. And Asian Music Man, Fire will take out both healers for WM1. The cart is still moving, but WM1 not in the best place right now. As the Roadhog trying to hang on here. Lindamood does go down. Juice does eventually get taken out by Standing Rando, but Heckin Purple will manage to stabilize here.
Yep. And I think AJ is going to want that nano back on the Rhine.
He very well might. And we'll see, though. I mean, he's able to get that thing back pretty quickly for the most part, so I'm sure he'll be just fine. He can basically have that thing on cooldown in no time. Here comes another big grab from Brontosaur. He did get stunned there, but there were a lot of people caught. Ooh. And then a follow-up shatter from Toast, from Symphonia John. Everybody getting caught in that one there. There's another Rip Tire coming out. Brontosaur gets taken up by Lindamood, who popped that real quick. And that will actually help turn the tides here for WM1 as they move their way in. Standing Rando taking on Asian Music Man, who was trying to be sneaky on the right side. And there's a minute to go. Guy Fieri gets taken out by Shaka Khan. And it looks like WM1 will finally be able to get some more progress here and move this cart forward just a little bit more.
Yeah, and we still have this EMP from Standing Rando. He's had this for a minute now. Might have been waiting to try and build up a shatter. Oh, never mind.
Oh, and the
canceled ultimate.
Yeah, see, I think that's what he was waiting for, that high noon. He canceled that out right away. And there's a big hack. We see WM1 able to make a ton of use out of that. Ooh. Asian Music Man with a big triple kill, though. But it's not enough. Legend 27 still standing on the cart, still trying to hang on, but he is by himself at this point, and he is now pushed off completely and getting taken out by Brontosaur and company.
Lucky. Huge tire from Asian Music Man.
I would argue that that entirely saved that point for me.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I mean, WM1 put 4 ultimates into that fight, and Asian Music Man just took it all away.
Now Brontosaur is still with his grab here in the meantime for Heckin Purple. Stand to reason whether or not he actually ends up using that, but he may not to here. Asian Music Man takes out Lindamood. The ball comes in from Legend 27, but it's not enough. And in overtime, that will be it.
All right, really close to the second point, but now we got to see what Heckin Purple has got on attack.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Now this is definitely a doable defense for WM1 here. Not easy, but definitely, you know, it's got the within the realm of possibility, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It'd be interesting to see if they're running the same comp on WM1 with the Junkrat, Asian Music Man on Junkrat. Juice seems pretty comfy on the McCree, but yeah.
You mean on Heckin Purple?
Yes. What did I say?
You said WM1.
Nice.
It's weird. It's weird with flipping the teams around.
Yeah, it always messes me up.
You forget, and it's a little wacky, but hey,
such is life.
We make it work.
Ready for battle.
All right, we still see the Hog Rhine. The Hog being kind of a comfort pick for Legend 27, I can imagine. And Asian Music Man on the Doomfist now.
It's something I've seen him play occasionally, but no, he was joking.
Never mind.
Now the Tracer, I've seen him play quite a bit, and I can definitely see it being useful here. Lindamood going with the May and Standing Rando going McCree. Now, he's got a pretty scary McCree.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would not be surprised if he's able to make a lot of use of that. They've got a lot of CC. They've got stun. They've got freeze. They've got hook. They've got sleep. They are going for just, this is Overwatch, and you cannot play the game.
I would have almost liked to see a Widow out of Standing Rando. Maybe not so much with the Tracer, but like...
I would too, but I would argue that, especially in the way things are right now in this game, you need the CC, you need the stuns, and McCree just has that utility that Widow doesn't have.
Yeah.
You know, Widow is just for getting headshots.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Toasterman already with a shatter.
Oh, whoa, wait.
Insane. Legend 27 and Toasterman already managing to clean up here. I didn't see that. Got that so quick.
I totally missed that.
When did that even happen? Look at him go.
Oh my.
And meanwhile, Shaka Khan's already got his ult as well. And granted, he's just holding down left click at anybody who comes within range because they all needed healing.
Right.
And yeah, Toaster Oven just doing a heck of a job. The man is having the night of his life on Reinhardt right now. Symphonia John low once again. A big purple coming out from Shaka Khan. And then Toaster Oven flattens Symphonia John, flattens Guy Fieri. Brontosaur goes down too. Just, he's got to be close to it. Yep, he is 73 to another ult already over the course of that one team fight.
Yeah, and here we have the Tracer kind of hanging out in the back here, so that looks like bad news for Shaka Khan, and here we're about to see it. Here comes.
Yeah, Shaka does not see him. Shaka, no!
Oh, we got the sleep on him!
Huge!
Oh my goodness! Asian Music Man is gonna want a repeat of that one.
Oh man, Hail Solis does take out Standing Rando with the Coalescence, but it's not going to be enough. And here goes Guy Fieri. He is going to get all kinds of trouble as he gets staggered from the rest of his team. Oh my goodness.
You know what? I don't care what the play of the game is. That was the play of the game.
Just that Tracer Vienna 1v1.
Time to accelerate.
That was truly a fun time. Oh, and somebody just got... Oh, Toaster Oven got stunned out of his ult there. Asian Music Man switching to the Hanzo, and that grab being absolutely huge there from Brontosaur. Guy Fieri popping the sound barrier as the May ult comes in, and Legend 27 pushes Hail Solis out of this lifetime. Asian Music Man does eventually finish him off on the Hanzo now. So yep, just a little switch up, and there you go.
That's all it takes.
Toaster Oven coming in. Here comes the beat from Novus to try and keep his teammate in the fight. Novus managing to take out Symphonia John. Here comes the high noon from Juice. He gets 2. And Brontosaur finishes off Toaster Oven. Ooh, dang, Juice getting a third pick there on Novus. And let's see if that manages to give them what they need. It will.
Yeah, Juice is definitely a playmaker. Let me tell you, he when he pops off, it's a play of the game. It's hard not to be.
And that high noon there was incredibly clutch for keeping his team in that fight. And here comes an early Dragon Strike that will split up W+M1 as they try and regroup themselves here. Toaster Oven managing to take out Juice there early. Symphonia John finishing up Linda Mood, who was kind of out of position for the rest of his team. Standing Rando will take down Asian Music Man. And here comes Toaster Oven just swinging through into the tank line of Heckin Purple. Guy Fieri getting taken out by Shaka Khan. Novus will finish off Symphonia John. And down goes Brontosaur. So that's going to be a reset there for Heckin Purple. Oh, yeah. Nate Dogg clipping the failed sneak attack. Oh, goodness. I really want to see that on clips that prove you're better than Eric later on tonight, Nate Dogg. That is your assignment from me.
I'm kind of sad that I didn't get Shaka's first-person view of that, because he whipped around for that.
He absolutely did, and oh, there's a big shatter from Toaster Oven once again. He followed up with the Nano. Oh no, but the counter shatter from Symphonia John. He gets walled off by the May. Oh, and Sedan and Rando manages to even stagger Hail Solis there with the high noon. And what a play!
Yeah, we have some really good defense coming out of W+M1. I had to quadruple check what name I was saying.
Wait, who are they again? Who are you? What is your name?
What is your quest?
Is your quest? And so forth. And here we go. Toaster Oven just holding up that shield as Heckin Purple tries to move himself in here. Oh, and Legend 27 stopping that grab from being as effective by just Roadhog ulting everyone out of the way. Oh no, and Juice catching Lindamoon and Toaster Oven outside of the May wall.
Oh my goodness. Blink and you'll miss it. Everyone just disappeared on Mouse M1. Or
yeah, they
W+M1. Jesus.
W+M1. I just say what the name spells. That way you never mess it up. Well, look at this. Only 60 seconds to go. W+M1 definitely having a chance to turn things around here. They don't have any ult to speak of. Asian Music Man does have his Dragon Strike, and Hail Solis has Coalescence. So they do have that to worry about, but Shaka Khan's going to have Nano in a hot second here. Here comes the Dragon Strike early. Shaka Khan will just move out of the way and avoid that. Toaster Oven does go down, but he does take out Brontosaur in the process. And meanwhile, the rest of W+M1 just having a pretty hard time here. The Nano goes to Roadhog to keep him in the fight and also to just put out some additional damage, which he is doing to the very best of his ability. Juice getting taken out there by Roadhog.
We are down to the
There's
wire.
only 30 seconds to go. Very much down to the wire. Symphonia John takes out Shaka. Down he goes, though, to Stanley Rando now on the Tracer, getting back for that stall pick. A big shatter from Toaster Oven. Didn't really get anyone, but did zone some people out, I think.
The Zarya bubble saved the Moira.
Oh, but not the Zarya. And there's 10 seconds to go here. Juice is out there kind of by himself. The Maywall comes up, but goes down pretty quickly. The Moira does have the touch, and she gets hooked out of existence.
Oh, and poor Juice is just asleep over there. Last hero play is coming in. Symphonia John pushes past the point. He can't do anything from there.
Oh, and the May just ice blocks on point despite the Dragon Strikes. Gonna do them much good. In comes the beat from Novus. And Brontosaur on the Wrecking Ball trying to make something happen, but he's got the hamster's mortal enemy.
Oh,
and there you have it, folks. WM1 with their first win of the season. A 3-0 victory.
About as close as you could make it.
Absolutely. Now here's Asian Music Man with tonight's final pot G.
Yep, I think we all know what's coming up here. Hey man, it looks like you pretty much won this team fight. It would be a shame if I do a little thing to your Sombra and say, hey, look at this little tire thing, and bang.
Big ol' yeet. And that will about do it here. Not for nothing though. Juice with 15,000 hero damage on McCree.
Oh
Hail Celeste doing 17,000 healing. Brontosaur with 31 high energy kills.
Oof.
The definitely solid performances from everyone tonight.
Every single
GG's
person, yeah.
All around.
Really close games. Really intense. Really high intensity. Just
and
awesome
we've
Overwatch.
got an excellent clip of the failed sneak attack, which
Yes.
I'm going to go back and watch it later. So
All
with
right.
that, this is Bang on My Drums and Fox McCumulus. Signing off. We will catch you on the flip side.
Thank you. Good night.